If I would have brought another elected official here today, you know what they would do? When an elected official comes to the events, the first thing they do, and I'm not a politician, I'm a peopletician. Check my record.
I don't see anybody really doing it.
What I'm saying, man, I listen to you, ma'am, I listen to you. I sat here patiently, ma'am, I sat here patiently and listened to you. We all sat here and we listened to you, right? I'm just responding. Thank you for your patience. Now, she responded, started with, and I'm the only one. I am glad I'm the only one. Because when politicians come to the events, the first thing they do is count heads. They count heads. And then they say to themselves, it don't matter. So they hit you with some political jargon, some political language, as if they cared. And they say, okay, right now it's 15 of you. And in their mind, they say, well, the percentage-wise, maybe 60% of you guys want to vote. So that's maybe 6 or 7 people who care about what's happening, actually. These are how the politicians think. So when she opened up with, am I the only one? In my head, I said, thank God. Because had I threatened Mike to be here tonight, had I threatened the city council member to be here tonight, had I threatened your senator or your congress member to be here tonight, they would have laughed at me. And they would have laughed at y'all.
That's right.
And they would have said, leaving does not matter.
Yeah,
because
they
leaving
don't
do not
care.
come out. They see numbers.
Yes, it's the numbers, you're
They
right.
see numbers. So when she asked that question, I was a little bit disturbed. Instead of asking if I'm the only one who's going to come out, she should have asked, am I the only resident who's coming out? That should have been the question. Because this is the problem. Everybody's having an issue in their apartment. This gymnasium, this auditorium should be filled right now with angry people.
Yeah.
Z, your apartment's not the only apartment getting flooded on the 20th floor. But yet you're the only one here complaining about it.
Yeah.
My love, your apartment's not the only apartment suffering you do, but you're the only one complaining about it.
Right.
And Patricia Butts and my grandmama, the way I call her grandmother, just my love, they're gonna tell you, I'm a fighter, and I'm gonna fight for every one issue. And if you don't know me, Google me. My name is Eddie Gibbs, the first formerly incarcerated New York State legislator. I'm not a politician, I'm a peopletician. I'm here to hear you guys. And then because there's only 15 of you, it's 1,500 in my head. Because there's a lot of complaints coming on, and nobody's listening. Now, in Leland, you guys had a wonderful Tenants Association president for many years, Tricia Herman. She did things her way. She communicated with nature her way. So I wasn't familiar with what was going on back and forth with her and the administration. But I'm hearing a lot of complaints tonight. And my phone call would be tonight, early in the morning. But I'm just glad I didn't bring Brian home here tonight. It was in my heart to bring Brian home in here tonight. And thank God I didn't, because I was concerned. I called my staff, my chief of staff, when he knew it, and back said, how many people confirmed? Because if you bring them here to an empty auditorium,
It's a joke.
it's a joke.
Shame. Shame.
And then they'll say to themselves, it don't matter. Because 6 people will call, after the 6 phone calls, hey, we back to business as usual. So I want you to know that though staff is taking down the notes, I want you to know I heard each and every one complaint. From the racks at 70, 80 mile, I'll be there. I'll be in front of your building. From January to June, I am in Albany, advocating on your behalf. I'm in Albany creating laws, and I'm getting right back to you shortly. I'm in Albany creating laws from January to June. That is my schedule. From Sunday to Thursday, from January to June, I am in Albany. And if we don't pass the budget, which we haven't passed in the last 2.5 months, and I haven't gotten paid since, we have to stay extra. So my days extend now from Sunday to Fridays until we pass this budget. So I'm in Albany 6 months of the year. Most of the complaints I have tonight, quite frankly to you guys, It's a city council issue. It's NYCHA, city council is over NYCHA. They're supposed to respond to these issues. They're supposed to go to NYCHA, fight with NYCHA. But I open up that I'm not a politician, I'm a people-tician. And I love fighting. I love fighting for people. And I'm glad you shared. So the rat issues, your roof issues, I'm coming in when next time it rains. I'll be there. I told you that before. I knocked on your door, you didn't answer.
I know.
You might have been puff past
Nah.
me.
I might have been asleep.
I came into the garage, you know? Look, the bottom line is this, and I apologize for delaying this town hall, but out of respect of Patricia Herman, out of respect of whatever her most was going on, I gave her that opportunity to work it out with NYCHA. But we gave NYCHA a lot of money since I've been elected 4 years. Including 2 years ago, we gave NYCHA $363 million to save 3,500 apartments in East Harlem from being evicted. 237 here in England. It was the emergency ERAP, emergency rental assistance program. And through this legislation, through me, Grace Lee, and Rich Walker, we're able to save 3,500 people here in East Harlem. You guys complained about that boiler. I spent $27 million to get 3 boilers. Clinton, Johnson, and Neiman. The boiler works well, they just don't know how to use it. Inexperienced maintenance workers don't know how to turn it off. So summertime, the heat is on when it should be off.
Right.
Wintertime, it takes its time coming on because they don't know how to time the new damn thing. NYCHA asked for this expensive equipment, but don't know how to use it. Grandma, Pat, you guys walk with Johnson every day. You see on 112th Street that big boiler going up. Them young guys over there not gonna use that thing. But we spent the money because we wanted people to be warm in the winter. We want you to be cool in the summer. But we need experienced workers on our things. So I heard your complaints about inexperienced workers and maintenance workers. Unfortunately, and growing up, I was the guy who blamed the white man for everything. I blamed the white man for everything growing up. Unfortunately, it's not the white man who's pissing in our elevators. It's not the white man who's shitting in the elevators and our staircases. It's not the white man who's breaking the mailboxes. It's not the white man who's breaking the security door. It's not the people. It's our family members. It's our neighbors. It's the people who live here. The people who 2 minutes away from your apartment, for whatever reason, psychologically, you just gotta pull down your zipper and pee in the elevator. You can't wait for 2 minutes. It ain't just Lehman.
It's everywhere.
Pat, where am I telling you? Johnson, go to Wagner. You can't even walk in the elevator. People bring cardboard boxes into the building just to step into the elevator. Now, granted, we do have some visitors who frequently utilize our hallways for a drug den. I was written up in the newspaper a couple of times because I aggressively dismissed the film in Johnson before. We need more aggressive policing, but not in terms of arresting these individuals. These individuals need help, they go through issues. My mother, I love her, and she raised me to be the man I am. She was a celebrated addict. I watched my mother go through things over cocaine, right? People have issues, whatever battle she died with her husband, ex-husband, or even me. I probably drove her crazy when she had to smoke cocaine. We are going through things. And prison isn't the answer. She also mentioned, somebody mentioned the Madam Vice President, how great our mayor is. Madonna is my best friend. Actually, we actually got a free bus together here in East Harlem, the M116, we did that together for a year. And though he's my best friend, he still got a show. What you're here right now is lip service. And I love him, that's my brother. But it's lip service to me. I want to see the tangibles. And groceries and supermarkets and the mom and dad is more. It's more to that. We have issues here. We have issues here in our community. communities, in our homes. And it's the black and brown people who are suffering. If you look into our community to address justice, or you listen to our, if you look into our communities now, and for you as well, let's start with 3rd Avenue. Let's go to, I keep it close. Let's go to 111th Street and 3rd Avenue. Between 111th and 10th and 3rd Avenue. There's this tall building going up.
Yeah.
Colorful, beautiful views all the way downtown. You can see the river. They've been advertising that on July 4th. You can see all the fireworks from the East River. See where I'm going? Now, that's 110th and 111th. If you walk down a few blocks more, let's go to 109th Street, 3rd Avenue. On the east side corner, and look on the west side corner, 3rd Avenue. Those two big empty lots. Look at the rendering on the fence. Two more high rises, right in front of each other, going up. I'm not going to talk about the occupants today, but let's walk one more block south. Let's go to 108th Street. Visualize with me. Go to 108th Street, 3rd Avenue, and you want to make a right turn going towards Lexington. It was this whole big Spanish block. This block had a huge parking lot on it. 108 from 3rd to Lexington Avenue, 3 buildings on the block, the whole entire block. Well, one particular individual owned all that property, as most here in East Harlem. They're pretty much owned by Jewish men. And they sit on these properties for years and years. We have a lot of vacant apartments in our community. But these landlords and developers, they sit on them. You know why? Who do you think is going to fill those tall buildings they build it? $5,000, $6,000 a month rent. Not you. Not I. If you go 2 miles south of here, 86th Street and down, they are paying anywhere between 10 to 15, even some $20,000 a month to live there. And if you live along the water corridor, 1st Avenue, Pleasant, and so on, straight down York Avenue, you pay $30,000 a month even. So if you get a break 1 mile north, say 96th Street to 106th Street, when you pay $5,000, well shit, I'm gonna move uptown too. I'm saving $10,000, $15,000 just to live on 106th and 3rd Avenue. I would move here too. And that's what's happening. The developers understand this. There's a market for apartments. Now this property that I'm talking about on 108th Street, from 108th to 109th, all the way from Lexington to 3rd Avenue, that whole entire block, they built a gymnasium for all white girl team. And they call themselves what's the name of the game? The Nighthawks and Nightingales. Not mind you, they're losing teams. But they took a whole entire city block. This guy sold the whole block so they can build a gymnasium for an all-white Jewish team. This school's on 79th Street, so they don't have enough room to practice in. On 79th Street, not enough real estate down here to build a gym. So they came all the way to our community, bought that property with the help of the city. The city gave them $35 million. I'm about to bust their ass in the press over this. So they gave them $35 million so you can build an all-white gymnasium. And then you tell the community board, you guys can use it for only a few hours a month.
Where's that located?
108th Street and 109th Street between 3rd and Lexington Avenue, the whole entire block. Now, yeah, well, a lot of stores no there no more. Go there. It's not there no more. Now, they can't actually build yet. I'm fighting them because, lo and behold, the only thing that's stopping them from finished building is a tree. Yeah, it's a tree. It's a tree that's adjacent to the property, but in the back. And this tree's been there maybe 60 or 100 years. And it's somewhere in Charlotte in the city that a tree's been rooted in the ground for 60 or so years. You can't touch it. So everybody's doing the history of this tree. The developers are trying to see if they can excavate the tree. We try to see if we can save the tree so they can build around it and mess up all their plans. But we'll see what the professional politicians decide. I say all this to say, guys, get us out of our community. With all these new people that's coming in, all the new buildings that's going up around you, that's just Third Avenue. I didn't go to First Avenue. I didn't even take you down Second Avenue. Please, the Second Avenue subway, that's a whole new group of people that's coming in. A whole new market. $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 rent. And with that subway coming through Second Avenue, and, you know, I think we're pretty much safe for now, shortly in NYCHA. My concerns is, you know, the new people are coming in. The first thing they do is changing voters' registration. And it's hard for us to get us out to vote. You know, when the new people come in and start voting, that's when everything's gonna change. NYCHA will be rad, the rent's going up, you talking about groceries, I'll touch on that in a second. Everything is going up. And there's a market. But the market don't include you and I. A lot of us has been receiving benefits. What do? Pray. That's what we can do, right? Because you got a body full of elected officials who are concerned about one thing and one thing only. And I almost got that bug. I'll be transparent and open with you guys. I almost ran into the same bug myself when I first got elected. It felt so good because the world was celebrating the history. I made history. I became the first formerly incarcerated New York State legislature. That meant I went from breaking the law to now making the law. I made history, the first in New York, second in the country. And I started to fight that. Because everybody was celebrating, everybody was congratulating me. All my friends wanted to be friendly again. My baby mothers, I forgot I had baby mothers. Come on, Pat, talk about it, man. I had friends who were thought my friends and I brought them all in. And so I started liking it. Like, oh, it feels good to be a politician. What can I do to keep this building? It feels so good to be celebrated. I was biting the apple, yo. And I thought, this is what happens when elected officials get elected. The first thing you think is, what can I do to keep this building? Some have to sell out. Some have to go to lobbyists and get money for re-elections. Some make backroom deals or ignore NYCHA. So when you go to Albany on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, they have what they call lobby days. Well, a bunch of lobbyists, they all come up there with their clients. NYCHA, any other company in America has a lobbyist. And they come to Albany and they ask for an audience. They want to come to your office and they want to prove to you that their product or their client or whatever they picture is the best since cream cheese. And these elected officials sit in the office and they listen. And the lobbyists sell to them goods that may not benefit you and me, but will tell that one elected official, and don't worry, I'll help you get back to the seat. I'll give you a fundraiser. I'll raise money for you. And this is why these elected officials become who they are. Because they want to keep the seat. They're so consumed about this lapel they give you. When you get elected to the Assembly or Senate, and even City Council, you awarded a lapel. It's like a little cute little gold pen. You see a lot of these politicians wear it on their suit, walk around like they're better than everybody.
Is that your one?
Don't
That little lapel thing?
That little thing that they make you with. Yeah, that one. This is my photo when I first got in. This is the official semi photo they made me take with the lapel. I haven't worn it since. That lapel makes you feel like you're better than anybody.
Oh, no.
I've had friends who are elected, and we may have hung out at night, and I've seen the human side of them. And in the morning, as soon as they put this damn pin on,
Yeah.
it becomes somebody totally different. That pen has like an authority, the thing that makes you feel great. And I tell them, the politicians with the $2,000 suits and the shiny pens are usually the one with the dirtiest hearts. I am disappointed when I see in Albany. I am disappointed when I see in city council. And I'm a felon. I went to jail for the worst sin in the world. Protecting myself, I killed a man. And what I see in Albany and city council as a legislator right now, I'm disappointed because I expected to see better. I expected to see a group of men and women who are really concerned about people. And they are not. They're concerned about themselves and re-election. And to go up there to get 149 other people to vote on giving monies to my community because we really need it, it's a struggle. It seems like they want the black and brown communities to suffer. They can't benefit no other way. And my struggle is getting the black and brown community to fight back. This isn't a physical fight. It isn't a physical fight. It's a vote fight. Like I told this young lady who walked out. They come in here and they see numbers. The congressman probably would have stayed here 5 minutes. I've been here, what, an hour and change? Congressman would have left in 5 minutes. This is how they do, they calculate it. Oh, it's 15 people here, 9 of them probably vote, 3 of them probably like, that's the odds. And they give you a little cute story and walk out. But I heard each and every one of your complaints, and each and every one of you were here in my office. If not, you see me at your apartment. Just open the door, and leave you here smoking weed, you don't let me in. DJ in here, talking to DJ, and that's why you can't hear me. His speakers are too loud.
No, I was smoking weed.
I like being serious, but I break the monotony sometimes with jokes because sometimes seriousness leads to another place. But I say all this thing, I'm your fighter, I'm not a politician, I'm a peopletician. I'm disappointed right now. Yes, you can when I finish. I'm disappointed right now because I don't see more. I don't hear more. I know all your complaints by heart now. I should know each and every one of your complaints. There should be so many people here that I just can't compartmentalize all the things that's happening. But right now, I'm going to take each and every one of your apartments. Sir, I can't stop them from smoking weed because the politicians made it a... So just like cigarettes, you gotta get used to smelling the weed. I apologize. What they're doing is solicitation. They're standing in front of your windows, they're not supposed to, right? We make complaints and you don't listen, right? We give them tickets. It's now legal to smoke weed. I see kids smoking in front of the officers and I still cringe, right? Because you just can't get used to it yet. But unfortunately, it's the law, right? I can go and ask the young men and women, hey sir, hey man, could you be respectful? Can you smoke down the block? Can you smoke away from the window? But you know our community, sometimes them conversations lead to something else, you know. Sometimes conversations lead to confrontation.
Yeah.
And I don't like the road fights most of the time, so that's my problem. So I try to avoid them. You have questions? So we got to start to wrap it up. I know they've been real gracious to us here.
So my question is, I see we don't have, and it is disappointing, we don't have people here.
Yeah.
I know you are who you are. What is it, the advice you can give us to get our people here, like with things like
This is a fight I've been fighting for many years here. I've been in this struggle now. I've been home from prison, how long now, Pat? 28, 29 years. I've been fighting for 27. I've given you all chicken, rice and beans, salad, turkey. I've given you all wine. Look at my events. Remember we used to start off with just turkey, chicken, wine, sodas. Now I'm bringing alcohol, I'm bringing wine. I'm trying to do everything to get people out. I can do everything but go to your apartment and pull you out. I've saved 3,400 people from being evicted. You think this damn auditorium will be filled? Over 260 in Lehman alone. 300 in Carver. I'm sorry, I'll be right with you. So this should be filled right now. Oh, I can't read up. Pray. I tell you, pray. And when I know you're into over there, but you don't have the answers. You just got here. That's because the answers are cute, but they are not working. We have to be honest in our conversations.
Yes.
Black people don't come out to these meetings. Boricuas don't come out to these meetings. And you don't give a damn unless it affects you until you get evicted.
Yeah.
I've heard more phone calls about people in prison, evictions, and I asked for have you voted? Well, no, it don't matter. We gotta do better. And you're gonna kill yourself trying to get them to do better. I've killed myself. 27 barbecues around 27 years. And they come out for the barbecue. $11.99, $2.3 million bill in Con Ed. In Malvern Park, 119th Street and Lexington Avenue, they Con Ed bills of $500 plus a month. 2 town halls. Like 17 people when Nate from Malvern Park came out. $11.99, they own $2.7 million in Con Ed. And they can't afford the $800,000 bills that Con Ed is asking them to put the lights back on. You think that auditorium would have been filled? Some like 20 people from $11.99 came out.
People complain, but they don't.
We gotta do better. We gotta watch better, and we gotta do better.
Yeah.
Lastly, and I'll get back to you. And this is the last complaint. I heard all the complaints. I went down the line.
Yeah.
The last complaint I heard was security in the buildings.
Yeah.
Nike came to me about a month ago to the office in Albany, and they asked me to support this $750 million ask. They was asking the state for $750 million, and I disagreed this time. I helped them 2 years ago with $3 million. We helped them last year with 600-something million. This year, the state want to help because they're wasting money. And like you mentioned, the intercoms don't work. You're putting all this beautiful technology, but the intercoms don't work. And nobody's there to fix it. In Johnson Housing, you put in these $250,000 doors. One fireman came and broke the door. Right? So we gotta make it make sense. They are mismanaging money. They put the band-aids on garages, and it's not working. And it's costing. It's costing you and it's costing the state. We need better management in Nigeria. Someone also mentioned an audit. Yes, they need to be audited. I agree. But again, it goes back to the elected officials. And it goes back to us. We gotta do better. We gotta want better. And keep praying. Maybe next time this whole gymnasium or auditorium is filled with angry folks. But I'm inspired. Come on up, please. Come on up, please. I'm inspired. And I'm taking each and every one of your places with me. I'm sorry, I can't walk that far. You want to use your big voice? Can you?
No, I got a good voice.
Okay, yeah.
The managers have to be held accountable, or people should just go on a race strike.
That's what I said.
That's it.
I'm glad she said that. She said, management have to be held accountable, or people have to go on a red strike. I agree with that too, but we have to be accountable too.
Right.
Children having children, and the world is going crazy, but we have to be accountable too. Patricia husband used to beat me when I was younger, put me in line, Ernest Tucker used to beat me when I was young and put me in mind. We have to be responsible too. These are our children. I told this young lady from Johnson, I told him about 19 years old. He's in a federal prison now. Scott was about 9 years. And when Scott was 60 years old, I was telling this young lady, you know, it's cute. You can sit on that bench all you want, you can worry all you want. But your son is across the street with 1,000 other kids and probably getting to this game banging thing. She didn't care because it was cute to sit on the bench and smoke weed and drink and look cute. 2 years later, the vet bust her door down, grabbed the son, took him out there to Jersey, Connecticut somewhere, and now he got 9 years, and she's screaming the world is against her. You know, you was ignoring the world 3 years ago for that bench, that blunt, and that dude didn't give a damn about you while your kid was raising himself. See, I'm the guy, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it, it's the white man, or we gotta do better, we need more resources. No, it starts with us. And we gotta figure it out. As I said, we have to pray. And we gotta get our folks together. And it's not just voting, it's taking care of the community. You shouldn't be the only one out there mopping your hallways. You shouldn't be the only one on the second floor waiting to take care of that senior, making sure he's okay and not going off the bed. It should be a community affair. And we have to return to a time of caring. The challenging part is how. We take all of any suggestions. So before we wrap up tonight, because staff and faculty, and I thank them, we got to be respectful because they have families to get home to as well. I'm gonna take 1 or 2 more questions and we're gonna wrap it up for tonight.
Well, you talk about you have to get people to come out. We see that nature is doing something. We go to them, we make these work orders. People get discouraged coming here because they.
From now on, when you guys make an order, please write this down, 212. And if you don't have a pen, ask your neighbor to give it to you later or put it in your cell phone. 212-828-3953. That is my office number. Please call and ask for Wendy Hewlett. And if Wendy Hewlett don't call y'all right back, or if Wendy Hewlett don't respond within 24 hours, or if you guys feel like you wasn't happy with her response, call 347. Come on, write this number down. Call 347-237-3438. That's my personal cell.
Okay, I'm sorry.
347-237-3438. You guys have my personal cell, but I ask that you give me the respect and give Wendy the respect to call her first. Now, for whatever reason, if you guys are unsatisfied with Wendy's response, call the big dog. And we're gonna make it happen, okay? But I'm quite confident Wendy's gonna make it happen. And you're gonna be hearing from Mike shortly, because I use an unsavory language when I call them. So Z, we'll be there. We're gonna check out on rats tomorrow, on the 8th, on the building 70, 80 miles. We're gonna make sure it's invaded over there. We're gonna make sure them holes is covered and concreted, like the late Bill Perkins once did. Oh, she got one more. It's never always one more question with you. I know that about this 30 minutes. Come
They
on.
called me in school, one more question, but, how often do we have this? Because this is my.
Well, I would like to have it often, but Joanne, I'll talk to Grandma and Joanne can't, she had to go to another meeting. And we can see if we can set up in your community rooms, maybe a little more filled there. I don't want to keep bothering the school and taking all the resources from the school for 12 people. Right? And I got to come to everybody waiting there and nice, and I feel bad about it, but it was important. This is the very first stop. Tell someone, tell your neighbors, come out to the next one. We'll do that at the community center. But I want to address each and every one of your concerns starting next week.
Okay.
And obviously, reaching out to you, we'll go to the eight together. Because I don't want you hopping around. So somebody about that ramp, that's Bill also. That's what you said about the ramp, right? Wendy. That's when they said they want to build a ramp in the building, that's a problem. We can make a law about that. Now, also, Mom said something about her son. Where you go? Right there, your son. I gotta figure out legislatively if we can do something about an adult living in an apartment. Michael is gonna charge you. But if they need a college grad, a college student, maybe we could figure something out. And they always say one is working.
Sucker.